Okay, let's talk about bounties. Everybody's favorite subject. You can just hear the enthusiasm, can't you? Alright, but in all seriousness, let's talk about bounty prepping. Real quick, just, I don't know, let's clarify, shall we? I am really not a fan of prepping. The only reason I do it personally is on the very, very, very small chance the next season's gonna have, let's say, a hard activity with a hard light cap, such as a comparison to GM Nightfalls, and I just want to have, you know, an upgraded artifact. Also to mess with mods, admittedly. If there's cool mods, I want to mess with them, obviously. That's about it. Basically what I'm saying is, if Bungie the next day decided, hey, I'm gonna just delete your entire inventory of bounties when the season starts, I would be perfectly a-okay with that. Now, with that being said, I'm sure some people do enjoy bounty prepping, and they wonder how they can optimize and min-max and yada yada efficiently. So, that's what I'm here for. So, let's start with, I'm going to show you what I saved. It's not necessarily perfect in any way. It's just what I saved, and then I'll recommend what you guys should save in general, especially for people who don't have, you know, tons of hours to put into this game, but they still want to prep at least a little bit. So, let's start with my inventory. Here we go. As you can tell, most of it is weekly bounties. Some are not. Let's go from the top. We got weekly Crucible bounty. No reason to not save it, you know. 200 Bright Dust. Bright Dust is getting changed anyway, so it's not like I need to do this every week anyway. And it's a lot of XP. That's it. Same thing goes with Vanguard Weekly and Gambit Weekly. One thing to note is that Crucible and Vanguard have 6 different bounties, while Gambit only has 3. So 1, 2, and 3. Up to you if you want to save it, or if you want to just keep doing them every week for Bright Dust. If you're low on Bright Dust, that's up to you. Then we got weekly clan bounties. If you're in a clan and you have at least one active clanmate, I'd recommend you do this because they're fairly simple. Complete an ordeal with a clanmate. Doesn't have to be a full fire team. Complete Crucible matches, Gambit matches, Crucible kills, Gambit kills. Complete any raid encounter, or any raid I should say. Then we got the Moon Weeklies, the 4 of them. Very, very easy. You can do it solo. Not much else needs to be said about that. We got Gunsmith bounties for each planet, even though there's only been 4 for the entire season because it's busted. Then we have a calibration one, also fairly simple. You can finish this in literally 10 minutes. Weekly bounty, most XP in the game. Banner bounty, same thing. It counts as a weekly bounty. If you were max light very shortly into the season, there was no reason for you to not save these. They give XP, they give tokens, and they give gear. And really, you didn't need these if you were already highlight in the season anyway. These Guardian games, I just saved because I couldn't be asked. It was the last week anyway, so the brightest that I would have gotten for that last week, I'll just get at the beginning of next season, and they're weekly bounties. Then we got a few daily bounties. So we got the Forge bounties and the daily Nightmare bounties. Why am I saving these? Simply put, the reasoning is, I'd rather do these obscure daily bounties that I would 100% not do on a new season launch, as opposed to saving planet bounties that I would probably do through the course of, let's say, doing like strikes or something like that, or Gambit. So my reasoning is, alright, I'll save these, and then I'll have every single planet bounty available to me on launch, rather than save all the planet bounties, and then all the planets will just tell me, hey, you can only hold one of these, so just hand yours in, and then you can't do any more for that beginning of the season. Hopefully that makes sense to people. Basically, I'm just trying to maximize all my availability for what I would do at the start of the season. And then we finally have the elephant in the room. So, I happened to do the Trials bounties because I was getting the seal, and I thought, why wouldn't I save these? They're only 5 tokens, so I really don't need to hand these in. I thought, well, it's weekly XP, so why the hell not? Now, they do plan to tweak bounties for Save 14 in Season 12, I think? But for Season 11, as far as I know, these will be safe. They're not a seasonal activity. This is an activity that's around 24/7 every week for all players. So it's not compared to Season of the Worthy at all. It just happened to came out during Season of the Worthy. So I don't think these will be deleted in any way. Dailies and weeklies, FYI. So that is currently what I have saved, around 50 bounties. I'm not counting these because these will be gone soon. These are just here for filler. So I have around 50 bounties saved. I'm sure I'll fill in the gaps with some other stuff between now and the end of the season. But as you can see, that's 50 bounties worth already. Almost full. Almost full. So, this is what I have. This is not necessarily what I would recommend for every single player out there or anybody watching this. But if you're trying to prep a little bit, let's go with recommendations. So first off, you can start on the moon. Each of these have 2 weekly bounties, errors, and the lectern. You can also do the daily bounties if you wish, but they're pretty annoying. So if you have limited time, I wouldn't necessarily recommend them. So you got the weeklies right here. Then you have Eris's weeklies right here. Both are super easy, very quick. You can do them solo. You can save these daily bounties if you wish. If you want to save planet bounties, that's perfectly fine. You don't have to do it the way I do it. Especially if you don't want to do weekly bounties, you definitely want to be saving these then instead. Then, of course, you have the other planets. Most of them, not all. You have Nessus, Moon, as you already saw. Then you have Earth, Titan, Mars, Io, and Mercury. Tangled Shore and Dreaming City do not count. Those bounties that they have there are worth almost nothing. They're dirt. They're like 1,000 to 2,000 XP compared to 6,000 plus for every other planet, not counting Guiding Light or anything like that, obviously. Then, besides that, you have the Tower Bounties. Now, the advantage of doing Tower Bounties is, let's say, you pick up 8 Zavala Bounties, 8 Shax Bounties, 8 Gunsmith or Banshee Bounties, and then 8 Ratman Bounties. I mean Drifter, what? So, you pick up 8 of each, and then you complete all of them, and they stay in your inventory. Then, when it comes to DLC Day, you have 8 bounties to hand in immediately, and then have your powerful gear ready to go, just like this, right here on screen. That's just another strategy for you to do, if you wish to do it. Now, keep in mind, I know some people are going to bring this up, if you do this for Shax and Drifter, your first drop for Infamy and Valor will be quote-unquote tainted. This really doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of things, because if you are a mid-maxer or a prepper, one Valor drop will mean absolutely nothing to you, because you will just go play comp, and comp will rain down drops on you literally every single damn match, non-stop. So that drop means absolutely nothing. For Gambit, Infamy is not very grindable. It will take you a very considerable amount of time to max out your Infamy rank. It's really not worth the time if you're trying to go fast, max out fast. So, again, one Infamy drop will mean almost nothing in the grand scheme of things. Now, as a reminder for just some little tweaks before we end this, don't forget, when you start a season, you will have a bundle available to you. Now, this bundle will immediately give you a boost of 20%, I believe. It says large XP boost at the top. It gives you a 20% boost for XP for the season, and obviously it gives you a full armor set for that season, whatever that may be. I'm sure there's triumphs that are going to be tied to wearing a full armor set for whatever activity as well, but the main goal is here, XP. So pop that on your first character, so you have the boost available immediately. Then, don't forget your Guiding Light Ghost Shell. You don't have to use Eris's. I'm sure there's other ones available to you if you have them. Put them on. Don't forget to put them on. And maximize your XP. And of course, the last one would be joining a friend for a fire team member XP boost. Obviously, you need to have a certain level unlocked for that. I believe the first one is like level 3 or something. Let me double check right here. Glimmer. Okay. Here we go. So level 5 would be the first one. So ideally, you can unlock this. Somebody pops their bounties, they reach level 5, you join them, you pop yours, you get 2% extra XP on everything you pop, rinse and repeat. And that's pretty much it for just maximizing your quote-unquote profits. Again, not a huge fan of this. If Bungie wanted to delete all of this right before the season started, I'd be a-okay. But until then, hey, you might as well prep. You never know what an artifact will bring, you never know what activities will be in the next season. You know, the Doritos are coming, so Bungie seems to be kind of mysterious about it. You never know. You just never know. So, if this video helps you and you enjoy it, a like and a sub would be appreciated. And stay tuned for a sunsetting video for recommendations for weapons, because I'm sure that'll be a great topic everybody loves too. I'm being sarcastic here. Alright, I'll catch you guys next time.